How is everybody doing this fine day? I hope everybody had the best weekend you could possibly have. Um, today we're going to talk about Anna O'Brien, and then a little later on today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to have a bunch of other reaction channels, and we are going to talk about Tess Holliday's mainstream appearance to talk about her basically book that is an instructional way to destroy your child's life. So I hope you all join me then. And for those of you that have already sent me messages asking, I did have a video talking about how the fitness industry is all cowards. And it had Charlie Kirk's picture in the front as the thumbnail. And I thought it was and then when I looked at it, I thought it was in radically bad taste to be using this man's picture on one of my thumbnails. So I deleted it, and I will probably answer questions, as I'm sure there's going to be some of you that are going to ask me questions about it today. And that will be my point. So, and Honey Bison, by the way, you were invited to join us this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to talk about Tess's latest appearance. I know Honey Bison has some very interesting things about Tess Holliday to discuss herself. But today, right now, we're going to talk about Anna O'Brien's Strongman arc and how it's a complete scam. It's completely bullshit. And to her trainer out there, you're a piece of shit. And I don't. Everybody's like, oh my god, he's handicapped because he's missing a leg. I don't give a fuck. He's a piece of shit. He should not be putting out that this woman is doing this and anything else but to just for her fans and giving horrible advice. And if you are coaching her, I have questions about why you are not correcting her form, as we were about to watch, because her form is on video and horrific for many things, especially for a woman that has inflammatory disorders with also connective tissue issues and all like that. This is an interesting question. Does Anna really have lipedema? I thought lipedema meant that you couldn't see your ankles like tree trunks. It presents differently in everybody, and I do believe she does have lipedema, quite tremendously. It's encapsulated fat cells, so I do believe she has a very bad case. And here's the thing: it's her fault. Not that she has lipedema, but that she has that much lipedema fat. If you have lipedema, if you're one of the unfortunate people that get lipedema, don't get fat, and it'll be much more easily maintained for you. But if you allow yourself, glutton yourself, and fucking put it, keep fattening yourself over and over again, the lipedema pain you're going to be in is your fault. I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. So just because something sounds horrible does not mean it's true at all. But that is a great question. So here we're going to go and take a look at this. This is Anna O'Brien. It's just a short clip, and then we can discuss because I think it's absolutely wild that this woman is putting this stuff out here. But give me 1 second. Share screen. So this is her saying. Let me try that. Do this a little differently. Can I close that anymore? No, I can't. So this is her saying, stop doing what you hate and try something. What ridiculous advice this woman gives. Stop doing what you hate and try something new until you find something you love. She does not love this. She does not. She does not. First of all, full face of makeup, going to the gym. If you want to wear makeup, first of all, I think that maybe you should really pay attention to some of the previous videos I've done. Oh, hey. How you doing, sir? Thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate it. But I really think that many people, instead of wearing makeup, maybe you should spend that money on other healthy things, because makeup is absolutely not healthy for you. And it is wild to me how poorly we watch out for women's health in America, especially other women. Like if it became a thing, just so everybody knows, if it became a thing for women not to wear makeup, and the women were just like, fuck it, I'm not wearing makeup at all, and it became a very large societal thing, it would very likely be much healthier for all women. But the famous women are always going to push slathering the carcinogenic and endocrine disrupting chemicals all over your face, injecting yourself with a toxin so you don't get wrinkles. Just wild. The pressure that is put on women to damage their bodies, damage their endocrine system, and all to try to present themselves as something that, very frankly, for a lot of these women, with the contouring and everything like that, that's not even how you look. It's basically you putting on a daily application mask to hide your appearance or change your appearance. That's not confidence. Like that's my biggest beef with all these videos of these women. Like, you can't shake my confidence, and then they show themselves with the glow up. They put the whole makeup thing on. Like, you just said you looked like shit before, and you needed to contour your face with shading and everything like that, and to slather tons of makeup on just to like then pretend like you did something, like you accomplished something. That's not good at all. I hope everybody gets that. Like, that is very anti-woman. I mean, and it's weird that I'm the feminist sitting in the room. So not weird, because I mean, shit, my wife is my queen, and she'll do anything for me, and I'll do anything for her. And that's how it's supposed to be. But anyway, let's listen to this. Let's listen and watch what this lunatic has to say, because this is she either believes her own hype, which is funny, or she is just doing this for views, which is fucking sad and sick. So here we go.
Yeah, annoying me.
Wait, hang on.
I'm headed to the gym today. Don't worry, I'm at a stoplight, and my shorts are already annoying me. That's how.
First of all, you're a stoplight, but you had your phone out ready to record. Odd.
It should be. This sucker's already rolled up. Look down.
That's not the shorts problem. That's because your fucking leg is huge.
Sweat marks already. But today's gonna be a good day.
You have sweat marks already. I thought you used to run 3 miles without breaking a sweat. What happened? What happened?
Because I get to try these babies out for the first time. I mean,
you're actually in squat shoes for baby weight. I don't recommend that at all. I really don't. Squat shoes for baby weight. Maybe you should work on your mobility, because that's what squat shoes are. Squat shoes are to put a leverage behind some people's feet, because some people cannot dorsal flexion enough to reach full squat position. So that may be true for her, but she shouldn't be lifting any weight of consequence that would do this. And also, if you are wearing squat shoes, that means that you should be able to squat fully and deeply. And we're about to see that is not the case.
You look at those.
Hang on, we're going to need to do something different. There we go, because you guys can't see her unless I do that.
So for anyone who's new to—
So here she is in her squat shoes, coach watching in the sidelines. Let me see if I can blow this up even a little bit more, shall we? It doesn't do anything but blow up the words. So here we go.
Lifting, which was literally—
no, that's not a lift. That's not a squat. She's in squat shoes, and I do like the fact that she's using the cambered bar, because that's very good for people who are extremely fat, because she probably can't get her arms in good position, and that's dangerous. But let's take a look. She does not go all the way down.
So for anyone who's new to lifting, which was—
So now you're not going all the way down with your squat shoes on. I would argue that you are actually regressing with this.
Literally me just a couple weeks ago. These are squat shoes,
the head?
And they have a little bit of a—
way forward, way forward. The bar is actually farther over. The bar is actually farther over her knees than it should be. The bar should literally be a line down the middle of your body, straight through the center of your foot. The bar, as you can see, is a good foot forward in the path from her center of gravity on her foot. That's very bad. That means she's not sitting back nearly far enough, and she's putting massive amounts of pressure on her patellar tendon and on her lower back. And dude is standing right next to her, not correcting her. You're a piece of shit. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but this, for a woman with very serious issues, and she's complained about having a knee issue for a long time, this is very dangerous. She is very clearly forward. Not just her, it's not a knees over toes thing. It's a bar over toes thing. A bar over toes thing is extremely bad for your knees and your lower back. It means she's too far forward.
Heel to help you squat more deeply.
So when is it going to happen?
People also wear them in Strongman.
No, way forward.
And when
I am glad that she's using the safety bars, though. Gotta say that. Look how forward she is. Look how forward she is. How is there a coach involved in this? Look at how forward she is. This is injury waiting to happen. How is there a coach involved in this at all? Standing there. How is that even possible? She's so far forward.
Doing the log.
Very excited.
Are you really?
He's going to let me put the log over my head for the first time today. I've been waiting for this.
Well, it's only fair that I got so glamorous because I'm in heels. Exactly.
You're wearing squat shoes to non-squat. Don't do that. Why are you still wearing your squat shoes? That's super, super, super unhealthy. Oh, the roll is bad. Ugh. Why do you have her doing this shit? She has no upper body strength. Why are you having her do this shit?
You don't have to use legs at all. Give a little bounce.
I know, I love a good bounce.
Give a little bounce, he says to the woman with connective tissue that supposedly has connective tissue disorders and autoimmune inflammatory disorders. Use a little bounce. I mean, I guess it's not his fault because that is actually something that strongmen do, but she should not be training this way. You should have said no, dude.
It's see from over there, like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, we're just like, let's bang.
Oh. Don't ever pick up a bar like that.
Yeah.
The overhead wasn't that bad, actually. Oh,
Sweaty and gross. And I just finished my workout and my phone died in the middle of it all. But today was a really cool day, and I'll tell you why. Today was the first day I had.
Today you learned how to hurt yourself. Real fucking bad. Today you learned how to wheelchair yourself at some point in time because you're going to blow that fucking knee out. And if this woman catches a knee injury, it's over. A serious knee injury, it's over.
People like watching me because of what I was lifting. Like people like.
Nobody was watching you because of what you were lifting. Everybody's watching you because you look like a circus sideshow attraction.
Oh, and I was like,
Yeah, those are trash.
No, that's so fucked up. Nobody was watching you because of that. People were watching you because it is awful that you are doing this. Awful, like absolutely awful. That should never be a thing for you ever. It's just is not a fucking healthy thing. So listen, I will take all questions for a little while about anything, and I will then hop off here and I will cook some food for me and the lovely lady to have some stuff and then keep working on this project that is consuming me. But one more time, I did want to let everybody know that we will be back at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight, and we will be talking about the horrendous book that Tess Holliday wrote, aimed towards teens and tweens, that should never, ever, ever, and I mean ever, ever, ever be presented in front of a teen or tween. Let's see. Whoops. Do you have any recommendations, tips for someone who wants to start lifting but has very little upper body strength? I do suggest that you talk to somebody that can assess your movements in person, but you can always start with the machines, Serena. Always start with the machines, build a little bit of upper body strength, and then go from there. We also have a special going on here. It's a 6-month special for our coaching. We do have guided videos that will help you along on our app. And just so everybody else understands, this is the last call for these coaching packages. This is a very, very good deal. This is $249.99 for 6 months, all the way through the holiday season, so you don't gain weight over the holiday season. Most people actually lose weight. It is daily communication, weekly video conferences, and we do work on your lifestyle. We take your lifestyle and convert it to a healthier one and build it habitually for you, with you. So please do check that out. We have a few slots left, and again, these prices will be changing radically because we have a big project coming up that I'm sure all of you are going to be very interested in. Let's see here. People were watching, waiting for her to get hurt. That's 100% it. She was like, oh my God, they're looking at me for how much weight I'm lifting. You're not even lifting that much weight, to tell you the truth. It's like, I know that this young lady who, you weigh 5 times more is stronger than you. Like, this is my unofficial daughter, Minor Crystals. This is Honey Bison, and she has a great channel herself. Go watch her. But I think she's like 4'11", 100 pounds, squatting and deadlifting way more than Anna, which is, I mean, come on now, And oh, you're very welcome. Make sure your homework's done. Anyway, I will take any last call for questions, comments, concerns. If you have any questions about the coaching, any questions about just things in general, let me know. And this is she recently ranted about having a flare up because she's training in a way that is very. If she is actually doing this training, that's why she's flaring up. Strongman training, powerlifting are very, very physically intense training modalities. They are not something that people should just take for granted. Like, you're not just going to jump in and be a powerlifter. Like, you're not just going to jump in and be a strongman. It is a taxing workout normally all the time. And a lot of reasons why is because the person's central nervous system is not ready for that type of activation. You'll hear a lot of when you get into the powerlifting world and the strongman world, you hear a lot about their training where they talk about they give themselves a rest day, not because they physically need it, but they're not because their muscles need it or their connective tissue needs it, but just because their central nervous system needs it. Like, you get it's called CNS overload, where you're pushing so hard, you're engaging everything so much that it causes like a fatigue. And it causes it basically causes you to pull slower and things like that. So I honestly think that she should really rethink this. And this is very true. Powerlifting and strongman are not really training for health. Now, training to be stronger, definitely for health. Powerlifting, where you're trying to get to the extreme level of what you can lift for your body frame, is very unhealthy. Very, very, very unhealthy. She wants to powerlift because she caught wind of how much actual powerlifters eat. That's very likely it. But also, this is her way of saying that, like, it's a way of justifying her size. The sad thing is any other female powerlifter close to her size fucking dwarfs her. As I was saying, like, Honey Bison's in the chat, my wife is stronger than this woman. Like not pound for pound, she's just stronger than her. Reality, you know? For real, I've never seen anybody accuse Eddie Hall of being healthy. That's always a weird argument there, son. It's always a weird argument that they give me, like, oh, you're saying Eddie Hall is unhealthy? Fuck yes, I am. Because I talk about weight and obesity and everything like that. Like, you think he's unhealthy? Fuck, Eddie Hall is unhealthy. What about NFL linemen? NFL linemen are some of the most unhealthy people in the world. They literally have a life expectancy of like 60 years old. Their life expectancy is something like 20 years below or 18 years below the average person's life expectancy because they stay big very long and they absolutely abuse their bodies in daily activity. So to try to be like, oh, well, they're athletes, so they're healthy. That is not true. Just because you are a professional athlete does not mean you are healthy at all, depending on the sport. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of athletes that are extremely healthy, and that is awesome. But anytime you train for an extreme version of any type of thing, there is some trade-off with health and health and performance, right? Like, powerlifters really push their backs, knees, and everything like that very hard. Same with strongmen. NFL people in the NFL should not be considered healthy. Most of these people have had 3 or 4 concussions. I hope they are drinking a ton of Go BHB. I mean, a ton of Go BHB, because that is unacceptable. I think you're right. Thank you very much. Hasn't she said at some point she needs to start eating more for her training? Yes, she was going to eat more protein because she wants to continue her body to progress. Like, progress to what? Like whale size? I mean, what the fuck? I wonder what a Wilks score is. Horrible. Horrible. I bet you it's horrible. And for those of you who are wondering, Wilks score is like your score in reference to your body size. Yeah, it's in the negatives. I would agree with that. It's in the negatives. So once again, I will be back live with a bunch of reactors at 6 p.m. Eastern time to talk about Test Holiday. For those of you that didn't catch it the first time, this is kind of like last call for the coaching for this style of, or for these prices, because we do have something rather large coming up that is going to take up a lot of our time. We will be taking less coaching clients. So the ones we have now, you guys are good forever. As long as you want to stay, you're good. But for new ones, we might be limiting that a lot more. And very honestly, the prices that we'll be charging after this change is made is not great. They're great for us, but we have to justify the extra time. So it's going to be a lot more expensive. For 1 month, it's going to be approximately about what we're charging, a little bit less than what we're charging here for 6 months. So, but if you get in now, you are grandfathered in. So if you think you need 6 months or longer, you are already grandfathered into the prices and we can take care of you. Some motherfuckers always try to swim. I agree. Isn't her BMI over 100? Probably. It's probably close. No kidding. That's 5 Central, I think. Yes, it is. And she is just as always. Hi, Ellen. How are you doing? How are you doing? So, any last questions, folks, before I head off? Because I am going to be very busy today. Very, 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 very busy today. And I look forward to all of you showing up at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And you can be able to watch on my channel or any of the other reactors that are going to be on with me. So, hang on a second. All right. Okay. Caitlin, how am I doing? I'm doing fucking phenomenal. I mean, it's been a rough week or so. Not for me personally, but just for, I think, the country. But, and you know what? I'm gonna end it with this, right? So, I don't know who all has discussed what happened. I know if you didn't watch my video on Saturday, I discussed at length why all of you should take it upon yourselves to get as healthy as possible, because there's a very strong chance that our world could just literally implode at any given time. There are a lot of very upset people. There's a lot of people that are way too happy, and I mean way too happy, because there's no happiness that should be involved with watching a man get murdered in front of his wife and children. And people gleefully celebrating it has seemed to catalyze a very serious issue for a lot of people, including myself. Where we, just so everybody's aware, celebrating the death of a man in front of his wife and children makes you a horrible fucking human being. And this man was pretty moderate in his speech, if you ask me. He was always debating on facts and everything like that. And realistically, if you think that about him, I know you wish death upon me, which is no surprise. And I could have told everybody this for a long time, because I still receive regular death threats all the time. I do not talk about them that much. In 2020 it was insane. In 2020 it was like over 1,000 in a year. But I still receive regular death threats fairly often. I don't take any of them seriously, because if you're going to come to my place to try to get me, which I'm not a very social person, which is great. I talk to you guys, and Crystal and me do our thing, and it's family. That's it. I don't even do events that much anymore, just because the world's crazy. And very frankly, I'm not going to get on a plane where when I land someplace that I can't carry, because that's not happening to me. But if you come seek me out on my homestead, my next decision is going to be hogs or gators. So I feel good about that, but the world could get very, very crazy. And if you are out of shape, you absolutely should get in shape right now. You don't need to take us up on our coaching, but you should do something to make sure you are getting in shape, because the world could implode upon you through no fault of your own, and it could cause you not to be able to get your meds, not be able to get the care you need, not even be able to get water in some cases, because people, you got to take a look around. It's the path that the country is on is not a good one. I'm not saying, and I don't even think it's avoidable at this stage. Like, for people to openly celebrate the death of a man who did nothing but talk to people. He died over his words. And people celebrated it. He had never hit anybody. He didn't even look physically that imposing. He was just intellectually a monster, basically, like so powerful. But just so everybody grasps, they murdered the guy willing to talk, willing to have the conversations, and then celebrated it. And my problem is not even and people are worried about what the killer is political. I don't give a shit about that. The killer is there's nutbag lunatics that will do anything. The problem is the thousands of people and the hundreds of thousands of people that liked the content that was created by the thousands of people instantly celebrating gleefully this man's death. That just shows that they would wish death upon you. And that is not, I understand where people are have an issue with that, because frankly, now you're putting it to the point where it's God or begotten. And the people that are celebrating are the people that don't really have ever, most of these people have never been in a physical confrontation their entire lives. And that's very bad. Very, 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 very bad. So in my opinion, you should take this opportunity in your lives, no matter who you are or what side of this you're on, to get as healthy as humanly possible. Because I'm going to be very frank with you. The way our country is going is not sustainable. And you don't need to believe me. Although when it comes to stuff like this, I am literally like rubbing my fucking crystal ball correct just about all the goddamn time. I was right about everything about COVID. I see the patterns in society to my own detriment sometimes, but I can tell all of you that the path we're on is absolutely, and I mean absolutely, not sustainable. Both health-wise, we are over the tipping point. There is going to be a mass culling when the 30-year-olds or 35-year-olds right now that are 300 plus pounds hit 50 after they've already been morbidly obese for the vast majority of their life. They're not going to live much past that. It is not like people that get fat later on in life and then they're 300, 400 pounds when they're 60 or 70. Those people likely just got fat in the last 10, 15 years. But if you've been morbidly obese the entirety of your life, your body didn't even develop correctly, your brain didn't even develop correctly, and your endocrine system definitely didn't develop correctly, you are not going to make it much past 50. And that is shown by all these fat acceptance people dying in their mid-40s as little proof. So you need to it is unsustainable. We are going to have a mass culling of the American population. And if something does crazy happen to like the power grid or the water supply system or any of those things, if you're morbidly obese, like super morbidly obese, you are going to be the first person to suffer because you will not be able to cook. You don't cook for yourself now. Most of you DoorDash almost every meal. You will not be able to procure food. You will not be able to take care of yourself. You will not be able to get the assistance you need, and you will not be able to get your meds. And most morbidly obese people are on at least 3 medications. So keep in mind that you are a slave to your fatness right now, and we can help you. Please do check out these offers. I have no issue working with anybody. And if you, and I mean that, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care who what your beliefs are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what sex you are. I don't care what sexuality you are. I don't care like any of that shit. I don't. I just want to help people get healthy and say my shit. I want to be able to speak what's on my mind and help people get healthy. That's all I've ever wanted. So we will help anybody. And if I am not your cup of tea, my wife is my coach. She is the actual coach of what we do. She is the actual coach. She is the reason why Hunger Free and Happy became a book. She developed all of these things. I just put some science behind it and to prove what she was saying. And I'm the one to put it into a book. She is the factor. She could be your coach. You don't even need to talk to me. I don't even need to be in your coaching thing for right now. So just keep that in mind and definitely take me up on that offer. Let me see here. Thank you, Aaron, for being an amazing human being. Thank you. I'm really not that amazing though, just to tell you the truth. I'm just sometimes too stupid to shut the fuck up. Even though I'm an intelligent man. I'm with you. I have a long driveway for a reason. Exactly. Well said. Thank you. Who sends you death threats? What kind of person is that level of mentality? All of you can go check out. This has happened to me for years. Like, I'm sorry, but this has happened to me for years. You can check it out on Tubi. I think it's even on YouTube. But there is a documentary called The Dark Side of Fat Acceptance that is about how the fat activists literally tried to cancel me, couldn't get to me, tried to get to my wife. She said, fuck off. And what they did is like it was the first basically model of cancellation because they literally looked at anybody that liked any of my photos, liked any of my posts or videos, and they called their bosses. They tried to get them fired so to discourage people from following me. And I'm not joking you. And these people have all wished death upon me. And fat activists and fat people and delusional people and people who are upset that I won't use they, them, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to call you what you look like. And like Blair is a friend of mine. I call her a her because she looks like a her to me. I know that Blair is a biological man. I'm very aware. But she looks like a woman to me. So I can't even stop myself from doing it. I'm friends with Bucky. Bucky is a biological female who presents as a man. So I call him a him because that is how my brain works. I'm not going to call you a they or a them because that is not even possible in my brain. So therefore you don't get me to co-opt your insanity. I mean, and the reality of it is true trans people know that they are not becoming a woman. They know they are trying to present as one. And I won't do that. So I've had tons of death threats from that crew. I've had tons of death threats from the fat acceptance people, tons of tons, like on a fairly regular basis. This past week was a reminder that just how unhinged many of our relatives are. I'm sorry to hear that. He never made calls to violence, unlike the far left. Charlie was a good person. I didn't agree with everything he said, obviously, because some of it was very preachy and religious, and I am atheist agnostic. I put agnostic on there, Mark. Okay, Mark. Mark Lobliner insisted I'm agnostic. I'm an atheist agnostic. I hope there's something better, but I don't think there is. But what happened to Evening Rants? Miss it. Me too, but we are, Mark and I'm working on a massively huge project, and Mark is started like 3 more businesses. So thank you for your insight. You're very welcome. Serena, I will say it. You and Crystal are doing amazing work, and more people should be like you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Most of the people that send Alan death threats would collapse from lacking of oxygen before they could be able. That's why I don't take it seriously. I really don't. I seriously don't. Anyway, hope all of you have a great day. I'll see you back here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. My name is Alan Roberts. God damn.